Okay, recently I was in South Carolina at the gathering at the sawmill. I came to a booth that had a really odd looking attachment on the end of an AR. And if you follow my channel, you know I love gun bling. Now I thought maybe it was some kind of new laser light combo kind of thing. Turns out it was a grip. Okay, I'll be the first to admit I was really skeptical. It didn't look like anything I'd seen before. And I was thinking, what was wrong with my vertical grips? I picked it up and I was really surprised. Let's check it out. You see what you think. And I've done several reviews now on the M1A SOCOM. I'm just having too much fun to stop with this thing. As soon as I saw this grip, I immediately thought of my SOCOM. Now, in previous reviews, I've been banging away on the steel up there, 500 yards with the scout scope. Nice. Go 300 to 400 yards when I had the Vortex Venom. What I wanted to do was see how steady can I hold this and how far can I go with just simply standing and shooting. What kind of accuracy? Honestly, most of us, we can't shoot real far standing like that. It takes a lot of practice. So I want to do a little experiment with my M1A SOCOM. I want to see how far I can hit the steel up there. We'll start off at like 200. We'll start off at 100, and then we'll just keep working our way out. I want to see the difference between the stability of holding it in a traditional way versus the Ryker grip. And I also want to then make note of the muscle fatigue. The Ryker's, one of the claims is that it dramatically decreases muscle fatigue versus holding it up the other way. And I can't tell just from holding it, it does feel like it's going to do that. We're not going to know until we get to shooting it. Now, a couple things before I forget. Watch the placement of the grip. It needs to be at least 3 inches back from the muzzle brake. If you have some of the different comps out there, or even the traditional bird cage, if my fingers are up too close, they're going to get hit with the gases, and that's not going to be good. ATF does view this as a vertical grip, so you cannot put this on a pistol. It's going to violate ATF regulations. Ryker is veteran designed, owned, and operated, and it's made in the USA. Okay, now many of you have noticed my Viridian X5LRS on the end of here. You guys, it comes with an optional mount. I use this for my pressure pad. It does have a rail on here so I can attach anything to it, but I use it for my pressure pad. It's perfect placement for my thumb, being able to manipulate the light. This gun, to me, this setup is just screaming for the laser light combo. Let's see what we can do with that. Enough talking, it's steel banging time. Okay, before the wind picks up too much here, we're gonna try giving this a try. I'm gonna reach out there at 200. I'm gonna hold it the traditional style. I'm using the Tula, the same as I did for the optics review. Let's see how we can do. It's hard to hold still. It really moves around. All right. Now, so fatigue is not an issue. I'm going to wait a few minutes, let the shoulders just totally chill out. And then I'm going to come back and we'll try the same thing with the Ryker grip. Okay, so it's been about 5 or 10 minutes, more than enough time. Now I'm going to try it with the Ryker grip, same distance. You know, I mean, it's not earth-shattering. It's rock solid versus it's moving around. I mean, the only way that you're really going to know is actually hold it and look down the optic. But there is a difference. You can see it there. Let's see if the wind picks up too much here. Yeah, it's not bad. Shouldn't really have much impact here. We're going to try 300 yards with a Ryker. Getting harder. Let's give it a try one more time. It's easier right when you get started. Well, for 300 yards standing, that's okay. Okay, so when Ryker sent me the grip, when I was out in South Carolina, they had a prototype rail on there. They sent me the newest prototype that should be good to go. For me, that was just screaming to put a pressure pad on it. And then I wanted to put my Veridian X5L on here. It seemed like the perfect setup for CQB because I've got a scout scope on here. I mean, I can still do short distances, but really with a scout scope, 50 yards and under is going to be pushing it, especially under 50 yards. So what I want to do is I'm going to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. My neighbors love me, and we're going to test this out right here on the deck at 50 yards and see what we can do. And then I'm going to go back in the trees, and I've got, you know, kind of my CQB range back there. It'll be daylight, but we'll use just the laser and see how fast we can transition between the steel targets at ranges going from 20 to 50 yards. That was awesome. There you have it. You decide what you think. I hope you enjoyed the video, found it helpful. If you have not checked me out on YouTube, do so. Until next time on The Armory Life, happy shooting. Educate our young people to shooting and gun safety, and be a safe and responsible gun owner.